Hello, greetings, salutations, welcome back to One of the Nation's Rage. We are doing a Sandbox full restoration Thanksgiving special here today on this 1980 Mark III Ford Bronco. Reason why I chose the Bronco is that it has plenty of swap options, as you can see here. I'm thinking maybe we should go with that Coyote. Again, I like the V8 dual overhead cam engine. We could also even do the supercharger option of it. I'm not sure what the difference between the two engines are, and I don't remember exactly how to look at that. You go to, okay, here we go. Let's see. We were looking at the, alright, there's the overhead valve supercharged. There's the, alright, so we can do that, or we can go Coyote on them. Which the Coyote is, it's a Ford thing. That's the Coyote. We could also do the Boss. I'm pretty sure it said we could do the Boss, which doesn't have as much horsepower as the Coyote. The other, see, it was a dual overhead cam supercharged. It has quite a bit more horsepower on it. So I'm thinking we're going to go with this. I think that's the direction we're going to go in. And I will go ahead and not do that. I will go ahead and purchase our block for this bad boy. That's not how you spell block. Okay. I think we just need a standard V8 block. I think that's it right there. Let's see. Let's find out. Yes. Okay. So I was gonna do a restoration on a Ford Raptor, and I saw something very disappointing. As I attempted to look at the swap options for the Ford Raptor that I have on here, which of course it's a mod. I'm pretty sure it's a mod. It may have actually come with the Ford pack. I cannot remember at this time. It may have come with the Ford DLC. But the thing that disappointed me was the fact that it has 0 swap options. And we all know that the Raptor comes stock with a V6. But it doesn't give you the option to put anything else in it. And I know for a fact that they have put V8s in F-150 Raptors. I know it's a real thing. So I'm not really sure why that is. If you look it up, there's a company out there called Hennessy, and they have a V8 Ford Raptor, and it's awesome. But for some reason this game doesn't acknowledge that. I'm not sure why. But yes, it's kind of disappointing. Okay. That's what I should have bought right there. Rings. Okay. Gotta check these things. not getting off to a very good start on the Thanksgiving special here, people. Yes. No. Yes. No. Just need to sell those other pistons. It's been a long time since I've done this, so bear with me. You know what's funny is that you can put performance pistons in with the standard pistons. So you have like a totally unbalanced engine. I should try to do that sometime. There we go. Alright, so I need the performance head. I'll go ahead and turn it over though. I'm going to finish the bottom half of the engine first this time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Alright, we'll go from there. Rod caps. Heads on, like so. Imagine if this game, or imagine like if there's a Car Mechanic Simulator 2020, if it's going to go into more depth about the way that you put these engines together. Say for instance, you have to, when you're like bolting stuff on, you have to use torque specification, and you have to go in a pattern. Like if they just made it more realistic like that, where you would have to use a torque wrench and you would have to do it in a pattern that's like similar to real life. I think that would be pretty cool. It would make it more challenging for sure. If they just went into more depth. Like if there's gonna be a new one, there's a few things that I would like to see in the new game. Like for instance, also more options when it comes to suspensions and stuff like that. I think instead of just putting the same parts on every single vehicle, what if there were specific things for each specific vehicle? Like if you could upgrade the Jeeps with sport suspensions, off-road suspensions, all that stuff, instead of just making like one part universal for each car. They already do that with the engines, but like imagine if they did it with everything, including suspensions, brakes, all that stuff. I think it would be really awesome. And they probably will. I mean, if they make another one of these games, they're going to have to do something like that just to give it the next edge, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm going to skip forward buying all these parts just so I have to remember everything that I'm supposed to get, and I know that's going to take a long time, and I know you guys don't want to sit here and stare at this screen. So, yeah, I'll get back with you when I catch up with all this stuff. Alright, putting the plugs on, and the coils. I've got to get the valve covers, or the head covers, actually. I got my power steering pump, I got my alternator, all performance parts. I still got to get the manifolds, the headers. put those on. I can't put the coils on until I put the covers on the heads, so. Yeah, you can tell I'm definitely out of practice with this. I apologize. I've missed this game. Missed playing this game. Exhaust manifold, V8, and of course an oil filter. I can't believe they don't have performance manifolds. Okay, they do. Never mind. There was something on here that like I couldn't believe they didn't have a performance upgrade for. Maybe it was the drive shaft. They don't have a performance drive shaft on here. Like a lightweight drive shaft. Which is just, you know, unbelievable. They have a performance alternator, but they don't have a performance drive shaft. Come on. Alright, we'll go from here. Put the manifolds on. Ooh, shiny. Oh, another thing that I would like to see in the next car mechanic simulator is restorations by request. You get customers that want you to restore certain vehicles, right? I mean, I know it's kind of like that now, but it's not exactly like that now. You don't... When you do those service calls, it's not like you're restoring the entire vehicle. I mean, in some cases you might be coming kind of close, but you're not ever doing a complete restoration. It's just like bits and pieces here, bits and pieces there. That's pretty much it. Oh, and one more thing for sure that I would like to see in the next game, and that is some kind of ability to operate the vehicles with a steering wheel. I mean, or at least a gamepad of some sort, a controller, something besides the keyboard. I don't think you can do that now. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I haven't figured out how to, whenever you go to drive, I haven't figured out how to do it with a controller. It only seems to work on the keyboard for me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I like to have pressure sensitive buttons when I'm trying to drive a vehicle in a game. Gran Turismo spoiled me when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, I love the fact that you can sit here and build an entire vehicle from the ground up, and then you can go out and drive it. That is incredibly awesome. But the fact that, you know, you're limited. I guess it's time to buy the supercharger now. Because you're limited to operating it with a keyboard, well, that kind of messes it up. It messes the awesomeness up, the grandeur of the whole thing up quite a bit. Okay, that was a supercharger V8. Let's see what we got here. We need no, that's not right. It's not a performance part. Intake. That's one word, isn't it? Intake. No. I guess they're both going to be in the regular parts. Do that, see what it does. Okay, there's the supercharger V8. There's the manifold. I need that for sure. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Throttle, fuel rail, DI. Okay. Okay. Tensioner. Need another pulley over there on that side. Idler roller. Okay, so I need the throttle, and I need oil filter, I need the clutch assembly, flywheel, and then this baby is ready to go into the Bronco. Okay. Okay, I like it. Fuel rail. Get on there. Clutch. Flywheel. Excuse me. Flywheel. Clutch plate. Pressure plate. No. Dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. I got the stupid oil filter. Bearing. Throw out bearing. Where are you? Throw out bearing. There you are. Okay. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there aren't any performance oil filters. Let's find out. Nope. I might as well go ahead and get the air. Well, I'll just wait. I'll wait until it goes in the truck for all that stuff. Okay. Let's move it over to the lift. And I just put a whole engine together. I gotta take the old engine out still. Which doesn't take long, it's just a matter of getting the drive shaft off and the gearbox. Okay. Starter. Wrong way. The engine's in the front of the car, Jared. In the front of the car. For this car, anyway. I think that's enough to pull it out. Thank you. No. Where's my... I guess I actually have to physically take it off of this one. Take engine off. Put engine on. Install. Yes. Ain't she a beaut? It's beautiful. Look at her sitting in there about to purr. Alright. So I can remove all this garbage off of the vehicle. Just go ahead and take it all off. That looks very, very strange. Look how dirty and rusty and grimy the outside is, and then you look at the inside and it's like, hey, new interior. Looks good in there. Yeah, in fact, if someone was sitting inside the car and they couldn't see the outside of it, they would think they were in a new vehicle. Look how clean it is. Except for the, you know, stuff like that. Ah, well. So how do you guys think we should do this Bronco up? Do you think we should go all out with off-road? Or do you think we should do like resto mod, racing style? How should we do this? I haven't decided. I mean, should we make it like an off-road vehicle? Or should we make it like resto mod looking and all modernized with like huge rims and all that? What should we do? I guess we'll have to cross that stream when we come to it. Definitely. Oh, that's cool. I've never actually seen that old retro style transfer case right there, where it transfers from the that's like the drive shaft for the front axle, but it's old, so it's like it just looks different. I've never seen that one before. It's different. It's cool. I like it. It's gonna look good when it's all new and fresh looking. It'll be awesome. Doke. Got other bushing out of there. Forgot about the U-bolts. So see, like in the the new car mechanic simulator, if they actually come out with one, all this stuff should be upgradable. Like, you should be able to modernize the suspension and everything on this vehicle right here. That would be so awesome if you had like different options, different brands or whatever that you could choose from with upgrading things. Like, this is a pretty primitive setup as far as the drivetrain, the running gear, all the equipment on the vehicle. It's stock, and it's a 1980s vehicle, so it's all pretty primitive. Well, wouldn't it be awesome if you could like modernize it, put new stuff in it, you know? That would be awesome. I would like that a lot. And then the game would be a smash hit from the get-go. It would just add a whole new dynamic and bring the fun factor back up. Like, this game was extremely popular, and it still is, but it was like incredible when it first came out. People loved it. Well, they're gonna have to have some kind of edge if they make a new one. They're gonna have to have some kind of edge to bring people back to it, because a lot of people say this game's too repetitive and they get bored with it kind of fast. I don't, but a lot of people do. Alright, let's see what we can repair out of all this stuff. Should be able to repair everything. That wasn't everything, but it was quite a bit. This particular vehicle, it doesn't have a subframe or cross member holding the engine up. I mean, it's there, but you can't mess with it. It's like part of the body. So the only way we're going to be able to repair that is with the welder over there, which is like a one-step thing. They should also go into more depth with this guy in the new game. Instead of just being like a one-push button kind of thing, they should actually like let you have a go at welding and stuff. Man, that would be so cool if they did that. Think about it. Do like custom fabrication on your vehicle. I don't think it's that far-fetched. I don't think it's that out there to, you know, think about the possibilities of stuff like that. It's not that far-fetched. Be wheel cylinder. Hey, I fixed it. Drive axle. I fixed the brake shoes. Didn't fix the drum. Okay. Steering rack. How did I fix that? Not complaining. Just asking. Inner tie rod. You can't fix bushings either, I'm sure. That's like something that's just designed to wear out over time. Didn't fix that leaf spring. Why did I fix one and not the other? Huh. Weird. those rings on the back of the knuckle. Okay. Okay. Gotta get the inner and outer tie rods. There we go. And I mean, I know I'm talking a lot about this, but like I've said it again and again and again. This game is very dynamic. It's very cool. It's very, when it came out, it was very cutting edge. It was very original, and just, you know, what they did was incredible. But man, if they take it further, can you imagine, like, if you actually got a little bit more technical with the parts on the car? Because I mean, it's, like I said, it's great the way it is. It's awesome. But could you imagine if they took it further? I mean, there's still a lot that you don't mess with that you would have to mess with in real life. Think about all the hoses. Think about all the wiring. Think about the fuses. Think about the ECU. You know, like all the stuff that's in real cars that aren't in this game because it's too technical to be in a game. Could you imagine if they somehow added all that stuff? I mean, yes, they got a lot of stuff, and they put a lot of detail into all this, but could you imagine if they put more detail into it? I don't think that a lot of people would want it to be too technical and too overcomplicated, but some people would, and there are difficulty levels. So like, I don't know, hard mode would be where you'd have to figure out some wiring, or you'd have to figure out fuses, relays, all that stuff. It'd be pretty cool. You guys are probably thinking it's just a game, Jared. Go to freaking mechanic school. And you're right. I mean, I don't think they're gonna go into too much depth with all that, but you never know. Some people might appreciate it. I know I would. Alright, gearbox. My head is like inside the axle. So we need to replace this exhaust, middle muffler. I want to put straight pipes on it. Can I put Dynaflow on the exhaust? No. This is really crude. I'm sorry, but the way that the modder made this thing is really crude. I just realized that. I just started looking at it. The front drive shaft is not connected to the transmission. don't know why. They have gearboxes on here that have front drop shafts, but this one's not. It's not connected to the transmission. The mufflers aren't connected to the headers. They're just kind of floating there. It's pretty crude, but whatever. It's all good. Okay, that's everything. I don't know if I have to put the wheels back on to repair the body. I'm about to find out. I don't want to put the wheels back on. They're ugly. Let's find out. Yes. Alright. Take those fenders off. Okay. So, what is left? What do we have left? So we need to do the interior. No, get out of there. Doesn't appear to be a back seat. So I thought the Bronco had a back seat. Pretty sure it did. This right here, this is really annoying too. Like, there we go. Yeah, just that one part's annoying. Clamshell, windshield, everything else is gone. Alright, so I'm gonna detail the interior on it. Where's it at? Here. Alright. $100. It really does look cleaner, doesn't it? It already looked pretty new. What's up with the design on this thing? Is that like a polygon map? Like suggesting the way that they designed the actual body, like the mod itself, or is that like an 80s retro design? I can't tell. I can't tell if that was left intentionally or if it's an actual like skeleton, or you know what I'm saying, like a polygon frame for when they built the mod. I think it's a polygon frame because look at that. That's strange. I hope I can paint over it. Otherwise, I don't want that on my truck. It's ugly. Okay. So we need to do some... I always do that. We need to do some serious house cleaning when it comes to our inventory. But we need to be careful because I need to put some of these body parts on a shopping list. So I remember, I hate looking up body parts. It's like my least favorite thing to do in the game. I need that, I need that, I need that, okay. All this stuff. Okay, where's there it is. Clamshell, front window, fenders, seats, steering wheel. I think that's everything. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, takes care of that. You know what, while I'm up here, to prevent making it full out of myself, I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in the engine before I try to start it up without oil in it. That's never a good thing. In case you guys are wondering, no, you can't put too little or too much oil in the engine. It does that automatically. It pours it automatically and everything. So, thinking I might paint it before I put the new rims on it. So I'll go ahead and I'll put the old ones on. Because I want to paint it first before I put the rims on it, because I'm not sure which direction to head in. I figure it might be easier to paint it first, and whatever color we decide, make it easier to pick the rims out. Okay. Move it over to paint. What do we want to do? Okay, it does get rid of those ugly lines, thankfully. Kind of like the idea of matte. Kind of livery do we have? No, not that. Ugh. Okay, that's all we have. I can't believe you can't, like, two-tone the clamshell. That's kind of stupid. Maybe I'm just thinking about the Bronco 2. I think the Bronco 2 had, like, a different color clamshell. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, it has the Mad Max bumpers that are matte. Pretty sure that's matte paint on those. So I'm thinking maybe like a kind of light green color like that, maybe. Something like that, perhaps. We could make it darker. Almost kind of like that camo looking army green. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, we could make it a different color. Same kind of style, but different color. Burgundy, maroon. Of course, that's what my other cars were too. It's that kind of burgundy and brown color. So, yeah, I guess we could do green. I don't think I have any other cars that are exactly that color. Kind of like that, I guess. It's almost more of a beige yellow. Make it the color of O.J. Simpson's Bronco. Make it white. Nah, I won't do that. I kind of like that. It looks good with the aftermarket stuff, I think. So we'll go ahead and paint it that color. Okay, then we will start focusing on the goods, the rims. I definitely want them to be bigger than that. I want to put some beefy tires on it since it's got a winch and KCs and everything else. We might as well get some beefy tires for it. But what kind of rims should we get? That's the question. Yeah, we need some like something with bead locks, but they don't have anything like that. Those might actually look pretty good. Just go up on the size. It's not too bad. I know that all my restored vehicles have like two-tone rims, but I really like two-tone rims. Thinking that the profile needs to be more than that. Alright, you guys. Yay, nay. Let's drop it down. I don't like the gap in the finger well. They need to be bigger. The profile needs to be bigger on it. It looks okay though. I mean, it looks alright. We'll go with that. Screw it. We'll go with that. Let's take it for a spin. We'll go to the off-road track. Uh-oh. Maybe we won't. Here comes the embarrassing part. Apparently I forgot to put a leaf spring back on the car. I don't know how. I got those. It says it's missing a leaf spring. I don't see where it's missing a leaf spring. It's not. All the leaf springs are there. What the heck? It's not missing a leaf spring. Is it missing... Oh, you know what it is? No? Yeah. I forgot to put this stuff back on here. First, let's take it to the dyno. Oh. I promise you guys, I'm usually more in tune with stuff. I usually don't forget about drive shafts and starters and all that. But let's face it, it's Thanksgiving. I've got turkey on my brain right now. Apparently, the starter's missing too. Where's the starter? Is it the left or the right? Yeah. Yep, I just did that. At least I didn't forget to put oil in it. I know it's got oil. Let's see what this baby can do. Hear that supercharger? $1,487 horsepower, 1,820 Newton meters of torque. Jeez. That's a super Bronco. It actually doesn't look that bad. Those tires aren't that bad. It actually looks pretty good. I like it. I like the blacked out grille. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. Okay. I almost forgot to do the dyno test on it. I had no idea it had that much power. That's crazy. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Alright, so we made it to the off-road track. Sorry, my game had some technical difficulties there. It actually crashed on me. Not sure why, but we made it. We're here. So, let's give this baby a spin. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Whoa. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It would be very helpful right now to have some upgraded brakes. Oh, yeah. She's a wild one. Running free. All right. Nice. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in real life that suspension would not hold up to the sheer torture I'm putting it through right now. Just, I can see that happening. Those little leaf springs, I mean, come on. We need a real suspension on this thing. It's too soft. I like how you can hear the supercharger. I like how they incorporate that into the vehicle's audio. And yeah, it's no easier to drop this thing. As long as I'm using a keyboard to drop these vehicles, it's not easy. Very primitive. But yeah, this is our 1980 Mark III Ford Bronco. And we just fell through the earth. Can we get all, okay. I'm about to say we might have to use that winch. Alright, so yeah. You guys get the point. But yeah, this is gonna do it. It's gonna be another sandbox mode. Total restoration on another vehicle in my garage. So I thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great, happy, and safe Thanksgiving holiday weekend. And again, take care. Thanks for watching. Alright, Jared here with One of the Nation's Rage signing out. See you next time. Later.